It's Alex Belfield in the morning, talking to a Leeds legend, Barry Cryer.
Stop it. Legend as in not real, you mean?
Well, normally they're dead, aren't they? But you're still alive. Congratulations.
Oh, isn't that sad? No, I'm back in my hometown. It's like a warm bath.
What is it with you talking about the deceased? You're always on the telly when someone's snuffed it.
I was in my local Morrison's the other day. It's true. And a woman pointed at me and said, "I've seen you on telly talking about dead people." I said, "That's me, love, that's me." Only people I actually knew. I wouldn't presume otherwise. People I actually knew and worked with, you know. But you get to a certain age and the dear friends start dropping off the twig, as we say. Ray Allen, the ventriloquist, just heard, it was yesterday that Ray... There we are. They asked Lord Charles for a comment, but he wasn't available.
You see, that's what you're great at. You can even make death funny. Well, and that's just something in your face, isn't it?
Death in the lavatory are the great subject of jokes, because everybody does it.
You see, I love you, and I'll tell you why, because you've worked with everybody. You say, I only talk about people I know. Is there anybody you didn't know?
2 popes. There were 2 popes I never met, and it's been a great source of sadness to me.
What about the new one? How's he doing?
Well, the new, I haven't met Ratsy either. I think we'll get together when he's over this time. Bless her heart. Yes, I'm an amiable agnostic. It's never been a problem. My darling wife's a Catholic, and she loves her mass and she loves her friends and disagrees with them about nearly everything else, and I love her.
How's your life going? Because you're here today at the City Varieties.
Tomorrow.
No, don't. Let's not put words in my mouth. You're here celebrating this wonderful theatre, and of course you were such a big part of it. You and strippers.
Yes, indeed. My dear mother was quite horrified when I got a job doing a week at the City Varieties, and I was going home for a meal every night, and she never mentioned it. Never said how did it go or anything, and I was very hurt. Did hurt. Gave up about Wednesday. I thought, she's not coming. And on the Saturday we had 2 shows, the end of the week, matinee and evening, and I went in just off the hedgerow, the little box office in the little alleyway, and the woman said to me, "Was that your mother last night?" And I said, "Was what my mother last night?" She said, "There was a little woman," my mother was small, with a headscarf on, hanging about. And she said, "What time's Barry Cryer on?" She said, "About 5 minutes, love." And she said, "Can I buy a ticket?" And she said, "I don't know why." She said, "I knew it was your mother." I said, "No, you can't buy a ticket. In you go." And there was a commissionaire in those days, the man with the uniform on. And he took my mother in, and she stood and watched me, and then she fled into the night. And I said, "What did you think?" She said, "The suit looked nice."
Was she ever a fan of your material, or was it just the places you were playing that she was upset about?
She wasn't upset. She was just another world to her, bless her. And finally finished up in London. I was at the windmill off Piccadilly Circus. That was strippers again. And I rang my dear mum and I said, "I'm a windmill comedian." I don't think she really knew what that was, really. That was 6 shows a day, 6 days a week. 36 shows a week. If you don't learn what you're doing by then, you shouldn't be in it.
Well, you look at the names that have gone through there, from Brucey to Bob to Morecambe and Wise. I mean, it was a good starting ground.
I know, it was an amazing school. And again, you see, that they came in to see the strippers. They didn't come in to see you. You would go on at the windmill, and they'd open a newspaper when you came on. And there was a lovely little Geordie comic called Jimmy Edmondson years ago who walked on one afternoon, and a man in the front row opened a newspaper, and Jimmy said, "Oh, I see you brought your own comic."
Of course, this City Varieties is going to open hopefully by the end of the year. The man who closed it was Ken Dodd. Spoke to him early today,
yes.
And I think he should be the man that reopens it. What do you think?
I couldn't agree more. Peter Sanderman, I've been with today, would like me to come and do a show, and of course I would, but Doddy should reopen it. Great bookends. Doddy did the last one. When the great new Varieties comes back, Doddy should open it.
Well, he's also the last real living legend in music hall.
He's the heavyweight. He's the last heavyweight of that breed, definitely, yeah.
I think it would mean a lot to him as well, because he picks and chooses now where he goes. He's not doing as many shows as he used to, but yes. He still loves the business. Does he love the business more than you?
I don't know. I've never asked him about this. I mean, I don't do as long as he does.
Well, your legs aren't what they used to be, are they?
No, I'm a coward. I stop after about 2.5 hours, you know. Doddy's in the Guinness Book of Records, I think.
Barry, you're going to have to come into the studio and talk properly to us on the programme, because it's always nice to talk to you. So many stories, so many legends, and thank you for backing this wonderful theatre. It's going to reopen, isn't it? There's no question.
What a pleasure. No, it's part of my life. Part of my life, a big part of my life. It was my start.
With the strippers?
With the strippers.
I thought of stripping yourself?
Happy days. What?
Taking your clothes off yourself?
Could be. Time for a breakthrough.
That could be the opening number here at the Varieties.
Could be. I think they wouldn't come and see that.
I'd pay to see it.
No, it depress people, particularly if they've eaten. If they've just eaten. I mean, no, this is not a good idea.
I'll bring my newspaper. Good to talk to you, Barry Cry.
Okay, pleasure.
Lovely.